Hey guys, I'm here. Oh man, my battery's dying. It's okay. Let me plug in my phone. This whole time I was on YouTube helping out other YouTubers. Think I'm ready. Mm. So, okay, wait. Let me fix my camera. Not camera. I think that's okay for now. Um, it's only been a minute since I started the live stream, so I have to get ready, like always, before people start tuning in. Um, Let me try to get my where's my list? Yeah, I'm trying to get my story together. Which story am I sharing today? As you guys are aware, I usually just take notes during the day of whatever my story is going to be. As I said, I say this over and over in my live stream that I take real life event and I turn them into stories. So let me see if I need to turn this down. Wow, that's too bright. Oh, that's too really bright. Um, yeah, okay. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm trying to adjust my ring light to like a decent. I don't know. Maybe that's still too bright. Okay. All this light stuff is just weird for me, you know. I don't know. How's that? The lighting is okay. I know. I always try to figure out the lighting on the ring light thing. I never read instructions. I just use it. I guess ring light you have to turn it a certain way to get the right um, light. But I don't know. But anyway, I'm not gonna get too technical with this ring light. Um, Whatever. I'm just here to share a story, like always, and I just have to figure out which story to share. You know, it was a last minute thing. Earlier, I was just helping out some other YouTubers, so most of the time that's what I was doing. So I'm not quite prepared as yet. Oh, Blears, you are early. She said you look absolutely marvelous. You're funny. You know, you're always with the compliments. You know, but you know that's good. It's good to have people that you're surrounded with that's always positive and just always giving compliments. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that. You know, you look really good yourself. You know, I must say. Um, I have like multiple stories, but I'm just trying to figure out which one to choose today. Since you're here early, maybe you could help me out which one to choose. Um, One was, oh, remember that story that I shared about the nurse and I paid for her lunch without she knowing about it? I could share kind of the result of how everything kind of worked out. I don't know if you guys probably want to hear the result of that. Um, Maybe I should. Well, anyway, I could share that per se, and travel vlog destination. Oh, and I have another story. With this story is about whether uh, younger woman or younger man should date older woman or older man. Kind of like a choice thing with that story. And I have like a few different stories, and this one is uh Yeah, there's a few of them, but as I said, now I'm just trying to get things set up. It's really early on the live still stream, and a few people didn't tune in yet. But I don't really have to wait, you know what I mean, for everyone to tune in. I could just share the story, like always, because that's what, many people show up for, to see what kind of story I'm going to share next. Let's see, I was walking one night, things to do. Okay. Oh, one is also a coffee story, but I don't know. I don't really know if I want to share the coffee story. That's kind of like not really um, extreme, and it's not maybe something that people want to talk about. However, we could I could definitely share the story um, with the dating older woman dating older man situation. Um, I could definitely share that story. Interested in a story like that, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm kind of pushing towards today. Um, and I have another story about the lottery. So I have a few stories, and I guess stories just keep adding up. And you guys aware that every single night I'm just sharing one stories, and then I just talk about it, and then I just open a chocolate. But you know what? Since you're the first one who's here, um, you choose which chocolate I should have today. I don't know. I need to set this thing up. Anyway, you could choose before everyone else shows up, because I know a few people is going to show up because it's really early. It takes some time. So to make that quick choice, we have they're both green and black organic milk chocolate with almonds, and this one is just dark chocolate. So either you could choose this one, as you can see what it says, or you could choose this one. So it's pretty much up to you which one you want to choose. You could choose any one of them. Since you're here, you get a choice to choose which one you want me to taste test later, not right now. But you guys came in for the story, and okay, hi, I see Spicy Taco here. I see a few people showing up, all back to back, a lot of people. Oh, up close and personal is here. Thank you so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. I don't remember seeing you in my live stream, but I'm so happy to see you because I've been watching your content for quite some while. You know how to bake, you know how to cook, you know how to do everything. So that's a big deal. Thumbs up to you. Um, yeah, I just started my live stream right now. I'm about to share a story with you guys. Now, this story kind of comes from, I don't know, some people might think it's, weird or not. You guys could always comment, like, what you think about the story. Thanks for everyone who's tuning in right now. As I said, I just started the live stream, so I didn't get much time. Yeah, I didn't get much. Yeah, thank you. Happy to see you here as well. And appreciate the thumbs up. But I'm gonna jump right into this story. I know a lot of people didn't tune in yet, but as time goes on, more and more people usually tune in. I just started like like how many minutes now? I just started a live stream, so the more people tune in, the better. But most likely they're probably gonna miss out on this really cool story. So so since it's your first time here, let me just share with you. Every single night for the month of December, I'll be doing a live stream. However, on weekend, I still do my travel vlog. So for people who like to see me traveling, go all over the place, whatever, I still do that. I'm not gonna stop. But for the rest of the week, I'm just doing a live stream, and I'm sharing a story based on real life event, or maybe something that happened to me, my experience or whatever it is I'm sharing with you. And at the end of my live stream, because I'm only going to be here for probably like maybe an hour. So I have a lot to talk about. And at the end, I get to share with you chocolate taste testing. So I don't know which one of these chocolates you guys get to choose which one. Which one? I'm going to choose just one of them because I can't open both of them because I'm not going to eat chocolate at this time of night, because I do like some weird diet where I don't really eat after 7 p.m. So because of that, I can't eat like crazy stuff. I could drink tea, or I could drink almond milk, water, something like that. Not even juice. She said yes. Use the first one. Okay, the first one was that the milk chocolate with almonds. I think that's what it was. And the second one was just dark chocolate, but they're both organic. I don't know if you could see that. I don't know how the camera thing works. I'm just trying to figure it out myself. Yeah, so as I said, I didn't even get set up yet to start the story, but since you guys are here, might as well I jump into the story. Um, First thing first. Okay, all right. Let me set up my other phone. Get this thing going on. Up close and personal. Okay. So, for you guys who are here, might as well I jump into this real story. I'm sure more and more people are going to tune in as time goes by. And you guys are here to just listen to hear what I have to say with this story. So, basically, I don't know if you guys watch. When I was doing my travel vlog, my recent video, I went to Bolingbrook, New Jersey, to see the scenery. Just was really quick because it was so cold. I can't stay outside in the cold making travel vlog. I mean, I don't want to get sick. I have a job, I mean, responsibility to take care of. So I can't really put myself in that position. She said, the nurse first, the oldest woman, young woman. Okay, let me see which one she wants. She said, the nurse first, then the oldest one, woman, younger man. Older. First of all, Blair, that's a lot of stories. Okay, that's like two stories. You're asking for two stories, but for you, since you're here, I'll just do it for you. Okay, but I usually don't try to share two stories, but I guess you wanted the continuing of whatever happened with the nurse situation. Well, this nurse, she's actually an elder nurse. I mean, she's old school, way older than I am. But that doesn't have anything to do with the dating older people. She's like a veteran. Um, so basically, today I went to work. To my surprise, they're testing everyone for the virus thingy. So I didn't before. They're not testing anyone. They just test the patients around and around and around and around, but not everyone. So now today, apparently the whole building is just like a crazy test thing. It's like if you didn't get tested today, you'll get tested tomorrow because it was so busy and people are busy. Yeah, definitely. Dark chocolate. It is. You already choose the dark chocolate. This is what it is. So let me just put it here and get into the story of the nurse situation. So as I said, today I went into work. I got a note, and then I got this paper that I need to sign that stated that okay, they'll take care of the test and everything. And this test is not the swab thing within your nose because I already said, listen, I don't like people like poking me with stuff. I don't like taking shots. I don't like injections. I don't like any of that stuff. I don't like anything foreign within my body. That's why I try to take care of myself to avoid that. So me being like pretty good with health situation wise, like is because I just don't like these things. So if I don't like, oh, okay, over 50 and fab, okay, thank you, appreciate the love, my sister, happy to see you. I'm here to talk about a few things, since you're already here. Um, Blair, my friend, she basically wanted me to talk more about this nurse situation. On one of my past live, I shared a story about a nurse that didn't have cash with her and she couldn't pay for her lunch, and I went behind her and I actually paid for it without she even knowing about it. So she wanted to see, okay, what happened after that. So I have the result because after all those days, I didn't see this nurse because I work in a really big building. So sometimes you don't see people and everybody's on quarantine on their own zone or whatever it is. So there's not much mixture is going on at this point at my job, because as I said, my job is the medical field. So basically, today, I went in, I got this paper I need to sign up, and I need to bring it to the place where they're doing the test for the I don't know, they call it the, I don't really want to say the Rona. I don't want to say all that stuff. I just say the virus, because it sounds more simple to say the virus. So they wanted to test everyone now for the virus. So I went over there, to get tested, get all my paperwork, sign up everything that I need to sign, bring it to them. And then, to my surprise, one of the nurse that was there, it was this nurse that I actually paid for her lunch without she even knowing it. And the first thing she see me, she said, "Hey, Marvelous." So I don't really know this nurse like that. I don't know her name. I don't know anything about her. But I still paid for her lunch, because you know what? I just felt like it was the right thing to do, because it's a vending machine, and you shouldn't just take food and not pay for it. So regardless if she came back to pay for it or not, I just wanted to pay for it. So when I seen her, I remember she's the nurse that I paid for her food, but I didn't say anything about it. I was gonna let it go, because I think it's better to do something nice and not talk about it. Don't say anything, because that's when you really get the blessing, and that shows that your character is pretty decent. But when you give somebody something, or you do a favor for somebody, and then you're talking about it, you're telling your friends, your family members, then you know what? You didn't do it with a good heart. So it would be best for not do it at all if you're going to talk about it. So when I see her, I wasn't going to say anything to her. And out of the blue, she sees me, like, because I had to wait in the line, right? And there was people in front of me, and she shouted, and she said, "Hey, Marvelous." And I'm like, so I was waiting. I said, "Hi." And when I went over to her, I said, "Listen, how do you know that they call me Marvelous? That my name was Marvelous? Because we don't even know each other." But you said, "Hi, Mar." She said, "Oh, I didn't know that was your name. Is really that's your name?" I said, "All my friends, whether I'm cool at the job, all my friends outside, they call me Marvelous." So Marvelous has been a name that was given to me from friends. It's not like something that I created. So when people ask, they be like, why they call you Marvelous? I was like, well, it's simple. I try to do sweet things randomly for strangers, anybody, it doesn't really matter. And when you do nice things, people will be like, wow, that's so marvelous what you did, whatever. So the name got stuck because of the things that I would do. Now, to be honest, to me, I think the people just say this because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but my real name is Marvin. So I'm thinking maybe that's why people put one and two together and say, okay, they call you Marvelous because your name is Marvin, right? So that's what I'm thinking. Hey, Jackie, hey, big up to yourself. Wagwan, yadi. Yeah, so everybody, Jackie's here. She's one of my peeps from way back. She's just here to show some love. Yeah, so Blair, I know you're still listening to the story. I just want to finish the story real quick. So the nurse sees me. The nurse says, "Hey, Marvelous," and I said, "How do you know my name? Like, because you don't know my name, you know what I mean?" So I was surprised. She said, "Oh, I didn't know people call you Marvelous. I just said Marvelous because I think you're nice." She don't even know me, but she says she think I'm nice, which is really cool because I talked to her. Maybe I tried to help her out that day. So because of that, she kind of get the idea that I was Marvelous because I tried to help her. So when I explained to her that my friends call me Marvelous, I didn't even tell her I have a YouTube channel named Marvelous, which is, she don't know. So I'm not going to say anything because I don't really share it with everyone, especially where I employed, like at my job and stuff. This is more like a private thing for me, this having a channel, um, just an outlet that I could express the things that I want to do. You know what I mean? It's not about family or friends when I'm doing my YouTube channel. It's more about, okay, a hobby, and this is how, I express, whatever I'm feeling or what I'm going through or where I'm going, whatever, here on my channel. So after that, as I said, I'm being tested. Everyone in the building is being tested for this virus thing that's going around in New Jersey. It's everywhere pretty much. So we're being tested. Turns out that she's the nurse that is giving me the kit. And this kit consists of a little jar and a little liquid thing, and I guess some kind of hand sanitizer thing, and some wipes or whatever, like a couple stuff in this kit. I took the kit, and she gave it to me. First, I had to sign up some stuff. I give it to this first lady, go over to the second lady, get something else, and then they point me to a corner. Because guys, apparently, I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna have to say it now. Because at my job, they don't do the nose swab thing to test for this particular virus thingy. Yeah, that's what I call it, virus thingy, because I cannot use the word on YouTube or most social media, else YouTube or wherever else they block you, and or they I don't want no problems with what I'm saying with YouTube, so I can't really use the word. But when I say virus, everybody know what I'm talking about. So basically, I went in the corner with this jar, and the jar basically is a good size, and she says that you have to fill it halfway with saliva. Now, for me, I'm weird like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be, using my saliva when there's people around seeing me putting my saliva within a jar. You know what I mean? That's like ill. Like that's just a reality. I don't like it. I don't like it because people was there lining up. So they give you like a little boot. First of all, everybody can see you in the boot. They know what you're doing. And for me, I'm really uncomfortable with that. So I was in there for a while because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in this booth for a while, and I'm just gonna, because first of all, they already said, like, before you put your saliva in this jar and you have to make it half full, you need to not eat anything, not to drink anything. First of all, come on, guys. We already know, okay? This is a fact. If you don't eat anything, if you don't drink anything, most likely you don't have a lot of saliva. This is like science. It's normal. But the nurse said, go in the corner, and you just stay over there and just try to build saliva. And then someone yelled, which is what's weird. You should have been saving saliva even before you reach to the place where you need to take the test. How is that even possible? Listen, guys, let me tell you something. Oh, thank you guys for the thumbs up. And I hope you guys listening to the story, because I'm gonna get into the story later. Yeah, so basically, I went there. I was in this little booth corner for a while, trying to fill up this jar with saliva, and then they gave me a little liquid thing. I don't know what it was. You have to put it in there, and you have to mix it, and then I guess you have to wipe it off with some kind of hand sanitizer thing, and then you have to bring it back to the nurse, and then the nurse said, you know what, you'll get your result in like a few days or whatever. So I don't know if the result is gonna be mailed to the house or it's gonna come to the job. I know you don't gotta tell me, man. That's just ill, okay? It's really nasty and nasty stuff. And doing that kind of stuff in front of people, whether it's in public or the job or wherever it is, can you imagine doing that in a dining area where everybody's having lunch? I'm just saying, it was just too much. I don't like that kind of stuff. But however, oh, thank you, my friend. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you guys for tuning in. I see a few people tuning in. But I just want to get the story out before I forget. My live stream every single day is about some kind of story. You know what I mean? I always have stories. I take notes because sometimes, people share wild stuff with me, and I kind of create it into my own story so I could share it with you guys here, and then later you guys get the chocolate taste testing here on my live stream. So my live stream is pretty much wild in my eyes because I never did anything like this before, especially live streaming every day. But I'm doing it, and I'm talking and I'm sharing stuff with you. So yeah, after that, just a 15. Fill it up as a slide. Listen, first of all, let me just say, over 50. I'm gonna let you know. It's like real on the real. I don't know. I don't like gross stuff. You know what I mean? Like anything that's nasty or whatever, or slimy, or just seeing someone doing something like that, it just weird me out. You know what I mean? I just can't look at that kind of stuff, and it just makes me want to just like, so I just try to stay away from that stuff. But in that situation, I guess they say the saliva testing for this virus and the swab within the nose thingy, you get the same result. So I said, okay, whatever. So I just go for it. So I put this, it's like a liquid thing within the saliva, and I shake it up and I bring it to the lady, and that's when they're gonna send to the lab to test it. So in a few days, I'm gonna get the result. Now, Blair, I know you're listening because this was your requested. You wanted to know the situation with the nurse sitting. So, so the nurse said that she's going to pay for the meal that she took. Remind you, that's like 2 weeks ago. She took that meal and she didn't pay for it. But I already paid for it like the next day, because the way how the dining area set up is it's like a cafe area, but they are vending machines. So it's like self-serve at my job. Like there's no one there. There's a register that you pay for your stuff, but you have to do everything. Like a self-checkout area at any supermarket. It's something similar to that. But this one, it basically is more, you could use your finger to pay for stuff, and you could put cash in it, and it saved like a account, like a bank account. So whenever you need to buy something, you just use your finger and hit it, scan whatever you need, you scan it, and then you just walk away. You go in the dining room, you have lunch. So the day that the nurse took the lunch, I think she took like peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and she took like some kind of flavored water thingy, whatever. And I think the total was like six something, but she thought it was $5, But anyway, I'm gonna get into that. So basically, what happened is she sees me, and she reminded me, oh, don't worry, I'm about to pay for the food that I took. And I said, don't worry, I've been paid for that a long time ago. She said, oh, I didn't know that. This is okay. I will give you back the $5. She was like, it's $5, right? And I said, I'm not sure, maybe, because I didn't really remember. So what I did was, the good thing with those machines at my particular job, I don't know if it's at other job, these machines that you could get an email and they would send the receipt to your house, to wherever, just your email in general. You just punch in your email where you want your receipt to go, because for some reason that machine never have paper. I think they're going like green or whatever. So I guess when you go in green, there's no paper printed. But so if you says print paper, nothing comes out. But if you say email, put in your email, you get an email of the receipt, like a printed receipt. So what I did was, I said maybe $5 or whatever it is, and she said, okay, she'll give it to me. I didn't take any money, because the truth is I didn't want any money, because that's not the reason why I paid for this meal for this nurse. Now, remind you, I think this nurse probably making good money, probably more than I do. But yet still, I did this because it wasn't about money. It's about just doing something that's the right thing, I should say. The right thing to do is to pay for somebody's meal who couldn't pay for it at the time, or maybe had difficulties at the time paying for it. Because I think what happened was she was trying to scan these items that she wanted, and one of them was open. I don't know if she opened it. I didn't think she opened it. But the truth is, she was hungry. And listen, we all know, okay? All of us, you guys that are here, when you have a job, I know some of you guys are retired right now. You guys don't work anymore. But when you used to be in the medical field, wherever field, because I'm in the medical field, and when you're running around the time, especially if you're doing like 11-hour shift, 12-hour shift, whatever shift you're doing, listen, you got to eat. So, if you go there and you can't pay for the stuff that you want, and first of all, listen, when it comes to nurse, I believe that they need to eat, they need to be healthy, because they're taking care of patients. And if they make a mistake, that's somebody's life on the line. So I think for me, I did the right thing by telling her, listen, just take it and go. And, you could pay some other time. So that's what I did, even though I was not in any position to do that. That's more like a director, like level kind of they should make that kind of choice, to say, okay, you could pay later. But I did. And then the next day I paid for it. And then I have to see the director who's in charge of the whole thing. And then I have to let him know, listen, this is what I did. And he was like, all right, don't worry, man, because I guess me and the director, we talk. Quote, maybe cool, kind of, But who said, M&J is here. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate the thumbs up. I see a few people tuning in. So basically, what I did was, because I want to get more into the story. So what I did was, I went to the office because that's where I had my phone. I went to the office to get my phone, and I went back to the place where they was doing the testing. And she was in a glass thing because everybody's trying to be protected at this time. So she was surrounded by glass at the time. So I put my phone upon the glass. Can you guys guess why I did that? Why did I put my phone upon the glass and tell her to look at it? Because if you guys are listening to the story, you guys would know why I got my phone from the office, went over to where she's, put up my phone against the glass like this for her to look at it. Do you guys have any idea why I did that? Just think about it for a while. Let me give you guys a minute, because let it kind of like marinate. Yeah, a few people commenting. So why do you think I did that? Most people, you guys already have an understanding. You guys know why I put my phone up on the glass. Well, let me just get into it, put it out there. The receipt, the email, because she said it was 5 something, and I was like, I don't know, I think so. So I just wanted to get some kind of clarity. So I decided to show her the receipt. And the receipt says, these item was paid for, and this is the price for each item. Same thing. So I put it up, and I guess it has tax or whatever it is. So she see it, and she was like, okay. Now, that's pretty much the end of the story, because most likely I don't know if I'm gonna see her again, because as I said, we work in different department, you know what I mean? And because of this virus thing, you never know when you're about to see like, friends, or this nurse or anyone else. It's like you never know who you're gonna run into and why, you know what I mean? Because of the way how everyone is isolated, everyone is quarantined in different zones and stuff like that. They're trying to prevent mixture, you know what I mean? So for the most part, I don't know if I'm ever gonna see her again, but that was the pretty much the ending result so far. So I don't know if it's gonna be another continue. I know, Blair, you've kind of fascinated with this nurse. I know she's old school, and old school thinking or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they want to know more about what's going on with the nurse situation. So that's how far I have reached with the situation. I showed her, maybe, I had to show proof. I don't know the situation. I wasn't thinking at the time. I just figured that, okay, you know what? It's best for me to show her that I did pay for these items, and this is the amount that I paid. Now, I don't know what's going to happen from there. I don't have any plans. As I said, I didn't do it for her to pay me. But however, if she give it to me, I will take it. I think it's offensive if someone's trying to give you something and you be like, "No, I don't want it." You know what I mean? I don't think that's very nice. I think whatever, like I would say, my grandma to this day, she says it all the time. She said, whatever people are giving you, anyone, no matter who it is, always take it. Okay? Because whatever they're giving it to you, if you don't want it, somebody else will. And that's like really solid advice coming from my grandma, which, she's pretty much past veteran stage, but we still cool, and we rap pretty much every single day. So that was see, that was like a story, you know what I mean? And I know, Blair, you still want me to get into another story about a woman dating a younger guy, or a older guy dating a younger woman situation. um but that's a story to itself, Blair. And you know, would you trying to get 2 for 1 today? I don't know the situation, but comment, let me know, you know, because I could always um twist the rules just for, you know, once or twice. I don't really want to twist the rules every day. The rule says one story, one chocolate taste. Well, for a couple of days I did break the rule with the chocolate taste test, and I think I taste like 2 chocolate that time you was here. Um, so even though I have the rule, I did break the rule that time, you know, just to make everyone happy at that particular time. Um, but yeah, I have a lot to say about the dating of, you know, whether it's an older person or, you know, or younger person or whatever. Um, yeah, I have a lot of information on that one. I have a really good story on it as well. And I'm just thinking like if I should really want to share it or I should save it for tomorrow, you know, because people like you know, stories like that. And I think that's a big story. And you know, people would tune in definitely to listen to something like that because this story, okay, let me just give you a preview because I don't think I'm gonna be able to give you the story. I just want to save it for maybe tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow I'll pick up some other story from the job, or maybe when I visit friends or whatever, you know, I'll pick up a story and I'll be able to share that with you. Yeah, because that's what I do, guys. Every single day, my journey to work, from work, at work, store, you know, wherever, even the gas station, I'm trying to see if I can find a story that I could share with you guys. So based off like real life event, I'm sharing. She said, "I'm glad, so glad this here. I work overnight." Listen, um, hey, how you doing, Sean? Appreciate the love, man. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, happy to see you. Appreciate the thumbs up. Everyone who's tuning in, giving me some love. I just shared my story on a nurse. It was like a previous story that have like extended, you know, pieces, and you know, I did it for Blair. She's here. She said, "Marvin, you did the right thing." Yeah, okay, you're right. So basically, Blair, I think I did the right thing by having a receipt. So okay, guys, now you know we're in the technology era right now. So for it's always a good idea to get a receipt. Do you guys let me share with you what I do. I do some weird stuff. I don't think everyone does it because I see a lot of people who don't do it. Whenever you go to the gas station to get gas for your vehicle, you should always get a receipt. Like always. Because you never know when you're going to need proof that, okay, I was here and I bought gas at this particular time. Whenever you go through like any, well, for me, it's different because I have Easy Pass. So it doesn't matter where I'm going. Like if I'm going anywhere in the States or, you know, Canada, wherever it is, you know, I mean, I could just use my Easy Pass everywhere. I don't know if it could use in Canada or Mexico, whatever. But having an Easy Pass is basically you having a record of where you're driving and what you're doing. So you always have that kind of proof. So this is the receipts situation thing. And if you go to any toll booth and you're paying with cash, it's always a good idea to take your receipt. Yes, you can. Oh, you see, I didn't know the Easy Pass thing work in Canada. I didn't know that. You see, so well, I guess Jackie said it works there as well because you guys also have a system in Canada where you use Easy Pass. Yeah. For me, hey Sean, yeah, that's smart. Yeah, bro. So basically with me, Sean, let me say, for me, whenever I'm driving, for one, I shouldn't say this on live stream, you know. But you know what? I'm gonna go for it. Oh boy, here we go. What I'm about to say is not smart because I know a lot of you guys who's watching right now, you don't really know my vehicle. You don't know what kind of car I drive. I try my best, even when I'm doing my travel vlog videos, which I do every weekend. I try not to like share my car. Like I know for a fact there's some instances where, you know, the video, kind of like drift towards my car, so you kind of have a glimpse of the car. But I try my best not to share it. So, okay, I'm gonna put it out there. Um, this is me personally, okay? Personally, no matter where I'm going, no matter where I'm doing, at any given time, there's always cash in my car. Um, yes, I always lock it, but for the most part, since I'm saying that here, I just want to be careful. I don't want to take chances because that's not smart. Okay, so that's said and done. Um, the reason why I say this, whenever you're going places, whether it's buying gas, um, you never know when you're gonna need cash with you. Now, you might not have always have cash with you because you have all kinds of cards, credit cards, debit cards, bank cards, whatever. So for me, I believe that it's important to have cash. So for some reason, what if the Easy Pass is not working? For some reason, what if the gas is cheaper in cash than when you use the card? Because did you guys know whenever you use your card, for some reason they charge you extra? And the only reason why they charge you extra because I guess the company they pay a fee when they use cards for the machine that they have. So instead of they pay the fee, they put the fee on the customer. So for most people who are buying gases with um with a credit card, they're paying more. And sometimes even if they say the gas for credit card and for cash is the same, it's because they bring up the price to where it should be for the credit card. So either way, they're not losing. You know what I mean? So it's smart what these people who run the gas stations what they do. So maybe that's why I might get me one of those electric cars like a Tesla or something like that. I might have to do that. But even a Tesla, maybe that's another problem. I don't own a Tesla. I guess I got like a regular gasoline car. So maybe owning a Tesla, maybe a Tesla car has its own problems with maybe charging or whatever. So I don't know the situation with that. But I'm just sharing with you guys that um, having cash with you at all times, not too much now, just enough to for gas. I call it gas money. And I think that's always a good idea, guys. Like whenever you out there, just have a few dollars for gas. If you drive, if you commute, which is you do the Uber thing or the Lyft or whatever, then you don't have nothing to worry about. You could carry your cash with you, and you don't have to worry because you already paid for your Uber, so you don't need like a lot of cash. You just need cash for like if you were to go to like a fast food place, get a sandwich or something to eat, something to drink. So you need cash for that. So it's always good to have cash. I know some people they don't really carry cash. They always have all kind of cards, but yeah, trust me, it's always a good idea to have a couple dollars with you. You know what I mean? And I would say that's always work out in my favor having a couple extra cash because sometimes I'm helping people. Somebody need help in whatever ways, and it turns out that I have the cash to cover it, and I'll just give it. So it's for that kind of purposes, and not necessarily that I really need it because if it's an emergency and I need like a good amount, whatever, I could find my bank. My bank is everywhere, so I could just go there and just do what I have to do. So it's really not a big deal to me. But I just wanted to just share that with you guys real quick about the card thing. But the receipt, as what Blair says, is a big deal. So my whole concept was just to share with you that I paid for this food for the nurse, and then I have receipt. And when she said it was $5 and some change, I wasn't really sure exactly how much it was, but I agree with her. She said, yeah, it's probably around $5. I said, okay, maybe, I'm not sure. So I just went and get my phone and I just showed her the receipt. So that's why I'm saying that in most instances, gas station, told wherever, she said, I scanned or screenshot all my transaction. Oh, well, you know what, Blair? That's very smart. It's always smart when you do things to protect yourself. listen, if you understand the world that you're living in, and you understand that, you know what, it's very important to protect my family, it's very important to protect my friends, and to protect myself, kids, loved ones, however you want to put it. That's like very important stuff. So the bottom line is, I say, listen, these little things really matters. I know people might think, oh, it's not a big deal. I don't need receipts and all that stuff. Trust me. You never know when you're gonna need it until you really need it, and you'll be like, what do I do now? Like, this never happened to me. Now, most people who things happen to, who say this never happened to me, that most of the time there's always a way to prevent that from happening to you. But what we do as people is we ignore stuff, and then when you ignore stuff, you find yourself in the hot seat. That's what I would call it, the hot seat. So now you have to explain, and not now you're looking at some trouble time. So to prevent that, so for me, I do stuff, and friends of mine would say, why are you so paranoid? Because I do some stuff. You know what I mean? And I would say, listen, I'm not paranoid. I just try my best to stay away from trouble in general. It's just like my grandma would say. She would say things like, if you know trouble's down the street, do not go there. Which is completely logical, right? Like, wouldn't you say, like, if your parents or whoever it is, a friend, be like, listen, don't go down the streets, you know what I mean? Cops is arresting people for no reason. Why would you still go there? Like, oh, I gotta see this. I don't believe it. No, it doesn't work like that. Oh, I see a few people here. Make sure everybody give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. As I said, she said, better to be safe than. Oh, okay. Now we're talking, Jackie. This is what I'm saying. We have a lot of phrases that people use, but all these phrases that people use, yeah, up and close and personal. She said that's good advice, and she's right. Yeah, receipts is a big deal, and people don't know. Okay, perfect example. Listen, long time ago, this is when I was young. Okay, I'm not young anymore. I'm kind of like close to being old school. Not old school, but close. But so basically, long time ago, in my young days, I know you guys will probably still think I'm young, but yeah, I'm not really that young. So in my young days, I used to do what you call a lot of speeding. Okay, speeding. Like anywhere I'm going, I want to get there as fast as possible. Jump in my car. That's it. I'm flying. So basically, if I'm on Route 80, I'm doing 80. If I'm on Route 90, I'm doing 90. You know what I mean? That's how it works. So back then, that was back then. I don't do that stuff anymore, guys. As I said, I have grown. Okay. And I had to learn the hard way. I had a few tickets. Okay. I had a few tickets, but I had to learn the hard way. I was just one of those guys that I like the fast cars. I like to speed. I like to do the thing they call the burnout, where your tires just, white smokes or whatever it is, and then a couple months later you got to go buy new tires. I was just doing some wild stuff back then, guys. So I don't do that stuff anymore. As you can see, I'm on another level right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As you said, Sean, for real, I used to do wild stuff. So the men that you see right here, you know what I mean, like talking to you guys, it's a guy who's chill right now, who's comfortable, who's just cool in general. But back then, when I was younger, I was doing some wild stuff. Okay, and most of us, you guys can't judge me, because who knows what you were doing when you were young? You know what I mean? Young people do some wild stuff. Especially if your parents is not around. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. When you're young, like, trust me, who knows what you've been doing. Like, if you was a good kid and you never done anything when you was young, maybe you wasn't really popular. Like, I always been popular in school, any events, whatever. Like, I'm one of those guys. So those guys usually, trouble always find them when you are, with the popular people. So that always been me. I'm not like that anymore. Now I'm doing the isolation thing. You know what I mean? Um, I would say I stay away from everything pretty much. I still contact, like, friends, family, whatever, but I don't really go to visit anyone, especially in this time, this virus era. I don't really go anywhere because nobody knows much about the virus, and people just guessing, a lot of guessing. And when people guessing, nobody know people. It just make people confused, and people will make choices that eventually will affect them in the long run. You know what I mean? So that's why people still doing whatever they want to do, because nobody knows what to do. And if they don't know what to do, things is gonna happen. So let it happen. So anyway, I'm not even gonna get on that subject. So basically, I have friends um, who this pandemic thing have, touched, people that I'm cool with. I have family member that this thing had touched. So this thing is pretty much close, to home. Many people don't know anyone who's been affected, but at least I knew like a couple people. Um, but to say these people that I knew, one of them had cancer, and they also had other complications. And one of them, not only was diabetic, but they had other issues too. You know what I mean? So I understand that both friends and family member who passed from this crazy stuff, they had underlying issues, but still, you know what I mean? It's very sad. So I'm not even gonna get into that because that's not what my live stream is about. I'm drifting from subject. My subject is okay. I'm talking about me speeding and the whole ticket thing. So now I'm back on track because just now I'm leaving. I'm like I was way off. Anyway, focus. So back then I used to be wild, you know what I mean? Just driving everywhere, doing donuts and spinning and burning out tires. And every 5 minutes I got to buy a new tires because I used to be, it's like speeding, everything. So basically what happened, one day I'm speeding. I received a ticket because I was probably doing maybe 90. But he clocked me doing like 85 or whatever it is. Um, he gave me a speeding ticket. Um, I didn't want to go to court. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pay the ticket. I don't have the time. Don't waste my time. I was speeding. So what the problem is, I don't need to go to court for anything. That's what young people think like. That's the mentality. I didn't know when you go to court, it reduced the points and all that stuff. I didn't know that. I'm just be like, I'm young. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. That's it. I just pay, just wild and dumb kind of situation. So I paid the ticket, right? And I went to the place, and this was a boot place. I went there. I said, listen, I got a ticket. Here's a ticket. I paid it. So when I paid it, the lady says, okay, do you want a receipt? And at the time I was like, yeah, okay, I'll take the receipt. I don't know. That's what at the time I thought, okay, I'll take the receipt. So I took the receipt. I have it somewhere in the house. Okay. Now, a few days later, I'm driving. I get pulled over. And when I get pulled over, they said that your license is suspended. I said, what are you talking about? License suspended for what? I didn't even do anything. He said for a speeding ticket that you got that you didn't pay for. I said, what? I said, really? I said, that's what we're doing now? We're giving tickets, and then when you pay for it, they're going to say you don't pay for it. They're going to take my money. Because I had to give him like a few $100s to pay for that ticket because it was a big ticket. And I was like, well, okay, so that's what we're doing now? So he said, yeah, so basically you got to have to go to court again, and I have to give you a ticket. So basically, they have to give me a ticket to drive in on a suspended license. Okay? Remind you, hey, Slim, I see you in the house. Listen, I'm only here for a few more minutes and then I have to go. So I'm just want to get this story out there before I go, guys, because I have work in the morning and I usually, need time to get ready, for bed. And so I could get up early in the morning, like maybe 4:30, work out for a little bit, and then, get ready for work. So let me just jump into the story real quick before I forget. Okay. So basically, the cop, gave me a ticket for suspended license and all that stuff. And he said, listen, you know what? We might have to tow your car because since your license is suspended, we can't afford for you to be driving on a suspended license. And he said, listen, you got to go to court. You got to call somebody to come and pick you up. But we have to tow this car. I was so mad at that time. But as I said, I was young at that time. I know you guys are listening. Thank you for the thumbs up everybody giving me. So yeah, so at the time, guys, I was young. I was a young dude. I was wild. So the fact that he towing my car and he's giving me a big ticket and he's telling me that, okay, my license is suspended, and this license is suspended because apparently I did not pay the speeding ticket that I received like maybe a month ago or whatever it is. It was a while ago. And I was like, what are you talking about? I paid it. I have the receipt. So the law enforcement say to me, listen, if you have the receipt, all this thing will go away. He said the only thing is, yes, you still have to pay to get your car out of the pound because of course they're going to tow it. But he said that the judge would drop everything. So the crazy thing is that, I call up my friend, listen, you need to pick me up. They're going to tow my car. They say my license is suspended and I have to go to court. And, I know from a previous friend that when you drive on a suspended license, that's some big problems. Okay. I don't want to get into that. That's another situation right there. So basically, I called a friend. He picked me up. I got home. As soon as I got home, I'm looking everywhere for this ticket. So I found the ticket, but guess what? I couldn't find the receipt. I didn't know where I put it. So I was looking everywhere for the receipt, and you know what the receipt was? The receipt was in one of my jacket pocket. Like a weird mind to say, just check all your pants. So whatever I was wearing that time, I checked the pocket to see if the receipt was in it, but it was in one of my jacket in the closet. So, I was good. So I was like, okay, thank you. Ah, so happy because I knew for sure that all this thing would go away because I have the ticket. So jump into it. Listen, guys, I only have like 4 more minutes to share this real quick to get to the end. Yeah, because I have to get off the live stream because as I said, I have some stuff to do before I go to bed. I got to get up early in the morning for work. So I found the tickets, guys. Once I find the ticket, which was really important. See, this whole thing has to do with ticket. It stays together. I don't jump from subject. And even if I jump from subject, I go back. So anyway, so I got the ticket on court day. I wasn't really worrying about it because I knew I got you. I got you. I was hype, And when I get to the courthouse, the cop who gave me the ticket, he was there. He didn't say anything to me. The prosecutor was there. Like, they were ready to get me. Yeah, they was ready to get me. I was like, okay, I got something for you. So I go there. I sit. Somebody came. They say, okay, your name is? And I told them my name. They write it down, and they have all the information on me. Driving on a suspended license. They're ready to get me. They're ready. I didn't say anything. I stayed calm. So I went over. When it's my turn, they call me, and I go up. And the judge says, how are you pleading? He didn't ask me anything. He said, how are you pleading? I said, I plead not guilty. And then he said, okay, no problem. He said, have a seat. And then I have a seat. And then the state of New Jersey prosecutor came over to me and said, so why are you pleading not guilty? Like, what do you have? What kind of paper you have? What kind of proof you have? Because you don't have a lawyer with you or anything like that. And I said, I only have one proof. What? And I take out the receipt and I kind of like open it like this and say, check this out. And he looked at it, he read it, and he looked at me and he read it, and he looked at me and he read it, and he said, okay, give me a minute. And he went into this office place and he was there for a while, and he come in and then come back out and he give it to me, give me back the receipt. And he said, just wait. He said, just wait. And I waited, and the judge called my name, and the judge says, I heard you have a receipt showing that you have paid, and your license shouldn't be suspended in the first place. I checked everything. It was an error. Apparently, guys, these guys, the office, because I had to go to like a court office to pay the ticket. They did not enter my information that I paid for the ticket in the computer, but I have a receipt stating that I paid for it at this particular courthouse. So, guys, I was so happy. The judge says, okay, you know what? Case dismissed, everything dropped, no problem. You don't even have to pay a court fee. He said, okay, have a nice day, sir. And I leave the courthouse with my receipt like this. I said, you're trying to get me. So, guys, the moral of this story is receipts can get you out of trouble. You see? And that's the ending of my story, guys. So for everyone who tuned in, I will see you tomorrow where I'm sharing another story. I hope you like all my stories, because my stories will be wilding sometimes. But this one was pretty good. Hopefully you guys learned a lesson. how important it is to have receipts. Not only that, now when I'm doing my tax returns and stuff like that, I have a lot of receipt. Like if I can use it, I will save it. It doesn't matter what kind of, as long as it's the receipt, especially for people who are on medication, for the medication world out there, all you guys, you need to save those tickets. Okay? Every time you get a receipt for the medicine that you're buying, especially if it's expensive, you save all that stuff up because once you're paying tax on those stuff, guess what? You could claim it. So basically, this whole story just leads to saving your ticket where you have proof that you paid for whatever it is. That's what the whole story was about. So you guys came, you saw. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys give me a thumbs up. I had fun talking with you, sharing with you. This is what I do every night. Now, I don't know if tonight's story was as good as last night's story, but that's what I do. Every night I'm sharing a story. And I'm just happy that you guys tune in and just wanted to listen and see what I have to offer, what I'm saying, what I'm sharing. That's a big deal to me. So I just want to say thank you guys. Um, I did my time, which every single night I'll be doing live stream for 1 hour. That's a goal. You know what I mean? You set goals, and when you complete each goal, then you're happy. The thing is, even though my goal is to like do 1 hour live stream every single night, maybe day. I'm thinking about day. Oh, Licious, okay. Whose birthday is it? Did somebody say Slim's birthday today? Hold up. Let me check something. Marvelous, today is sister's birthday. Can you give her a shout? Hold up. What? I didn't even know that. You see, this is the problem, guys. I'm here just yapping along trying to get this story out, and I didn't even know it was Slim's birthday. And I didn't and you see, the thing is, listen, all the comments on the screen in front of me that I'm looking at right now, it's going so fast. It's hard for my eyes to keep up and read everything. But someone just highlighted, which, I really appreciate that person, Shorty. Shorty, really appreciate you highlighting the fact that it was Slim's birthday. I want to give a shout out to Slim Shell. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're having fun. You was just here a couple minutes ago. Slim, I don't know if you're still here. And if you're still here, I just want to say happy birthday to you. And I'm happy that you decided to stop by on your birthday to show some love. Even though you're here pretty much every night on my live stream, because my goal is to do a live stream video every single day for the month of December. That's just a goal that I came up with. So Slim, happy birthday, shout out. So everyone who's in the live stream, please send some love to Slim. I want to see some heart. Whatever hearts you have, any hearts. I said purple hearts. Yeah, purple hearts. If you have purple hearts, send out some purple hearts to Slim, because she's really cool. She's really supportive. She's here almost every day. I think she's here every day on my live stream. She never really missed any of my live stream every day. She's a good supporter and a good friend. And you know what? I just want to say a big shout out to Slim. You a big deal. I see a couple people putting up them hearts. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that, you giving some hearts to Slim. Because you know what? In this time, especially with everything that's happening, Slim, you know what I mean? Your birthday is a big deal. You know what I mean? I can't believe I almost missed it. So that's why it's good to have other YouTubers, who's reading the comments and seeing what's going on. They get to, maybe highlight something that, I missed. Because sometimes if someone asks a question or someone put out like a really long comment, I might not be able to read it. But if I have my phone, most likely I'll be able to see it on my phone. But as I said, I'm focusing right here. This is where I was at the time. So everything is just going so fast, and I just didn't, that one kind of missed me. So I just want to say, big shout out to you. My birthday was Whose birthday was in August? Hold up. Well, let me see. Let me see. I think I missed something. So, hold on. Okay, guys. Apparently, there was some misunderstanding going on. You know, people. You see, that's the thing with live stream. With the live stream is a little tricky. You gotta be careful with the live stream stuff, because here I am, guys. You know, I'm giving shout outs, and I should have an idea, you know, because you know I'm cool with Slim, that her birthday was in August, right? I think I should have an idea. But still, somebody posted that it was her birthday, and then I said happy birthday to her. So it turns out, up and close and personal, it turns out that it's not her birthday. So everyone here is giving her shout outs, wishing her happy birthday, and then she show up and she say it's not my birthday, and I'm like, really? So I'm trying to go back to figure out how did this person, Shorty, got the idea that it was Slim's birthday. So that's what I'm going to. I'm doing the research, guys. I'm doing. Like, give me a minute. Let me do the research. And while I'm doing the research, you guys can also do the research as well. I just want to see where she got this idea. Okay, so Blair says, Marvelous, today is Slim's sister birthday. Can you give her a shout out? Oh man. Okay, so you see, that's the thing. So it wasn't Slim's birthday. It was actually Slim's sister birthday. So she said, happy birthday, Slim. She should have said, happy birthday to Slim's sister. So, oh boy. But that was funny. That was a good one, though. You know, you guys really got me. You guys really got me going. So, so basically, it was somebody's birthday today. It was Slim's sister birthday. So I just want to give a shout out. I don't know if she's watching my live stream or if she ever watches my live stream, but I want to give a shout out to Slim. Slim, I don't know. Do your sister ever watch my channel? Like watch my live streams and stuff like that? But if she do, because I know you probably like you say, listen, you know, that's my boy, Marvelous, you know, we cool, whatever it is, and you know, he watches my stuff, I watches his stuff. I went back and I changed it. You change it? Hold up. Let me see. Hold up. Well, she said she made some changes, so I'm trying to figure out where's that change. Happy birthday to her sis. Oh, okay. Happy birthday to her sister. You see, the thing is, I'm missing a lot of stuff, guys. But anyway, it was fun. You know, I missed them stuff. There's so much stuff going on in the, you know, the chat area, and you know, I might miss a thing or two, guys. So I think it was my fault. You know, maybe I didn't really, you know, check it to see what was going on. But the fact that she corrected herself, because a lot of people in the chat, they're really seeing everything, they're reading every comments and stuff like that. So, which is really cool. So Slim, Blair says, no, 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 no. It's her sister Allison's birthday. Yeah, I just found that out now. That it's her sister's Allison's birthday. So, okay, rewind, guys. For everyone who's here, you can say happy birthday to Slim sister. I don't even know if she's in the house, but anyway, it's okay to give her a shout out. You know what I mean? If she was here, it would be much easier because everybody would be like, okay, happy birthday to such and such. But saying happy birthday to Slim sister is kind of like, okay, Slim sister is not here, so it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Weird, but still, this is what I do. I'm still giving your sister a shout out. Um, oh, your sister's name is Alicia. Okay. Big shout out to Alicia. You know, it's her birthday. If you guys can give some heartbeats or something like that, you know, really appreciate it. Show Slim some love. She's really cool. So for anyone who just tuning in, you guys miss a world of info, a really cool story. Slim, I don't even know if you was here in the story. Marvelous, it's her sister's Alice's birthday. Yeah, Alicia. Yeah, I'm saying that. Yeah, so I say shout out to Alicia. I know it's birthday and stuff like that. So I didn't know that at first. I got a little bit concerned. They said no, I will catch replay. Okay, cool. So for anyone who missed it, they could catch a replay. So pretty much I did my time. So I just want to say to everyone who tune in, have a good night and be safe. Thank you guys for tuning in. And you guys are aware that my time here is on the live stream every night is just the same thing. 1 hour. And after the 1 hour, it's time for me to go to get ready, to get some rest, so I can get up early, work out, and do the work thing. I'm just happy that I have a job. Many people don't have a job, especially at this point. Especially for me who've been working for at a particular job for like almost 20 large. So it's a big deal. I invest so much in this job, so I intend to keep it as long as possible, or till I decided, what, I need to move on to something bigger and better, in which maybe I could do that or not. I don't know. So I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for always supporting. Thank you guys for always watching my content. I really appreciate that. I get so much love from you guys, man. You just don't know. You just don't know. You don't know. Okay? So anyway, I just want to say appreciate the love like always. And oh yeah, on the real, I just want to say thank you guys like always. You guys have been really good to me, and I just have to show my appreciation by saying, guys, thank you so much for like always showing love and just being really cool. I really appreciate that. Not only that, I think here on my channel, for the most part, I think I have a lot of positive people, and that's what I need. You know what I mean? I think as soon as my channel grows into something bigger, and then I'm gonna start, interacting with negative people. But right now, I have like a positive group of people who always tune in, who like my content, who like what I'm sharing, and yeah, I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? I don't forget, the good that people do for me. You do good for me, trust me. I always remember that. Even if I try to forget, yeah, I remember. So anyway, oh, guys, I almost get off the live stream and I forgot to share the chocolate taste testing. And I'm already telling everybody good night. You see that? And I didn't do this. I have it here. So before I go, guys, this one here, Blair. I'm surprised Blair didn't remind me that I have to do my chocolate taste testing, which I do at the end of every live stream. And I'm saying good night to everyone and thanking everyone for tuning in. And no one remembered to say, oh, so what about your chocolate taste testing? You didn't even do that. So what do you guys think? You think I should skip it tonight and maybe just do the taste testing tomorrow? Because I'm like, way over an hour, and I don't like to be doing live stream for too long. 1 hour exact is okay for me. And besides, now it's 11:22. Yeah, Slim. You see, Slim, she knows. You know what I mean? So Slim, thank you, man. I'll definitely skip it because, as I said, it's getting late, and I really want to get this rest thing going. I really want to prepare. So I appreciate you, Slim. You're looking out. You want me to get some rest because listen, getting my rest is very important, especially if I'm waking up at 4 or 4:30 in the morning to work out. You know what I mean? So yeah, getting some rest is very important, and that's probably not even. I'm not getting enough rest, but still, I just want to get as much as possible. So right now, I'm just gonna prepare myself, real quick. Do what I have to do, prepare everything, and then just get some rest. So thank you guys for tuning in, and have a good night, and be safe. And listen, same time tomorrow. I think starting my live stream at 10 p.m. every night Eastern time. I think that's pretty cool. I think more people are coming in, because I guess it's not too early and it's not too late, you know. So some people stop by even for a minute. So, but thank you guys. I don't want to keep going. Um, if you need to rewatch, you could rewatch later and see if you miss anything. This live stream was really cool, and a lot of info was shared. The story was, yeah, really on point. So let me get out of here. So see you guys.